said it's the flute. And then I did the flute. You know, I got in like symphonic band. And then I got in marching band when I was in high school. But I mean, that transition because I was a drum major in my 12th grade year. Franchise Boys shot Talking Outside Your Neck at our high school.
Oh.
And so I was a drum major in the video, and that became like my dance career right there.
Hey.
That's cute. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, we need some shit. All right. With that being said, this is the Keep That Podcast, guys. I am DJ Sip.
Danny Vita.
Yes, we are
Butter
back.
Woah.
Yeah,
Butter Woah.
Sorry, I don't know if y'all was about to introduce.
It's all good. She just
Actually,
jumped in.
That's it. That's it.
Whatever.
Yeah, so guys, this is Butter Woah. You know what I'm saying? The artist known as Butter Woah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're gonna cut. We will do some editing. But anyways, we'll just get into our topics then.
Right. So of course we always, have our guests here, and definitely we like to cover some things that are going on in our community and in our world, and just to get your perception on what's going on. Also from the male perception as well. So what I'm gonna do first is actually start off with the blue table talk question of the day, right?
Butter, blue table talk, easily. Jada Pinkett Smith, red table talk. We niggas, blue table talk.
We need to do that.
Now you know the vibes.
Exactly. So
continue.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so first question. I got two. Is there a code to not sleep with or date your friend's ex?
It's a conversation. It's all conversation.
No, everybody can have a conversation.
I've had conversations with dudes who was like, "Oh, you think about that? All right, you can do that if you want. I'm over that." Or I didn't really think it's there.
People aren't accountable. They lie.
Yes, but I live by that code of like me, and my friend. Like if you say that, I'm gonna hold you to that. So don't say it if you don't mean it.
Okay, so go ahead.
Like if I feel away by a girl, I'm not gonna tell you I don't feel away.
I'm just not with it.
And I'm not trying to wife out.
It's Virgo energy.
Yo, all right. So there'll be some joints where it's like your man ain't really give her the attention she deserved. She's cool. You really hit it off of her. And he just he really had her to the wayside.
No matter what you want to do, it's some dirt fish and dirty mac and shit. No matter.
You're right. But like I've been saying, but you never know. I've never been in a situation. I'm not gonna say that because I've literally never been in a situation. But like, what would you do?
I've been in that situation.
What situation?
Like where you had a girl, like your man, like balked on a chick, like not balked, like your man, like who wasn't as interested as the lady was interested, and then he was like, "You can have her."
Okay, so I think I've more so heard about, there's the line, there's bros before hoes. I mean, I feel like I've heard more women just growing up like, oh, I don't really fuck with her if she fuck with somebody I used to fuck with. But I mean, it was 2020, so it's kind of like that's really fucking played out because everybody's fucking everybody.
Yeah.
So it's just like you said, I do get the idea of conversation, but let's not act like people don't be in their feelings. And
no.
Express themselves correctly.
Guys are the kings of that, actually.
And that's why, even with, a topic like that, it's more so, does that go across the board or is it just a double standard?
I mean, that goes across the board.
I want to say yes.
I think women stick to it more harder than men.
I want to say it does, but I think women live by double standards more than men do. Yeah. I want to say, but it's not.
Women is some bullshit. That's what
y'all. You call what I was saying.
You call it bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Women, y'all are quick to enforce a double standard when it's beneficial to you guys.
First of all, right now,
I'm over
you niggas. So I'm gonna get y'all to pipe down.
We can talk about
right
it
now.
I can speak for him. Let's go. Let's do it. What's going on? What's going on, Butter? What happened?
I feel like if you're really close and you're really friends, leave people exes alone. But I would rather not.
I think X is different. See, I feel like X is different because, like, if y'all had a title and y'all exclusive, no. But it was just something like, yeah, you know what I mean?
That looks like there's certain lines.
We met at a party. We talked a little bit. You know what I mean? Took it to Pound Town a couple times.
I don't want to speak on it.
It's she said no. Not doing
Pass
that.
me.
Next.
My thing is, I don't want to be a nothing that you.
I got it.
Yeah.
Unless she's a yay. If she's a yay, it's whatever.
She's Drea?
Nah. Yeah. If it's Drea, we can trace it.
Yeah,
but
nigga.
Other than that, like, nah.
It's a handful of women like Rihanna, Drea.
Which brings me to my next and final blue table talk idea for the day. Guys like hoes.
100%.
The most desired type of woman.
Yeah.
I think we need
Speak on it, Kings.
I'm hop out
Speak
first.
on it.
We need to debunk the term hoe. Because that's such a blanket term. Like, guys say
It's
hoes.
so negative. not nigga.
I know me, guys. We say hoes when we talk about.
Okay.
Me personally, it's like a blanket term for all promiscuous. Not
Because you can
promiscuous.
be saved.
Blanket term for all women. I don't know that's like
Can your homies
I'm
be
treated a certain way.
deleted?
Yeah, why not?
Because Dre did it.
Why not? Why not? Who's gonna hold you to it? The streets?
Yeah, that Carfax.
These niggas.
These niggas.
I'm gonna
These
keep it real
hating ass
too.
niggas. These pillow talking ass.
Those are also the first.
Yes.
The first dudes that's talking all that shit to say they don't you got around. They're not gonna want to do the girl that's only had one boyfriend.
Okay.
Those are the first dude to cheat on a girl like that. So like these niggas just don't fuck these niggas. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I know, it's definitely fuck these niggas. I would definitely like.
Oh, not that. She only heard one part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck these niggas.
Whoa.
Sign up, bitter bitch. Like, that's what I sound like. Sign.
It'd be like that.
Fuck these niggas. No, for real.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be like that. Which?
Nah, for real though, because they be getting blown.
whoa, wait, you sound like you speaking from a personal experience. What's going on now?
Yeah.
What's going on, Butter? You can stay space.
All right.
We can say space.
Is a young gentle person? Is
So,
a young gentle person? in the
Yes,
world?
people. All right, people just be playing with me, and I just really don't appreciate that, guys. Why are y'all so pussy? Answer that. And guys, friends, why do you guys not tell your friends when they are being pussy or bitch? Why don't y'all speak on that? Why don't y'all? Why do y'all let it happen?
So what I take from this is she likes a gentleman that he's not really.
No,
wait, I'm
fuck
sorry.
that.
She likes someone.
That's not the point.
She
No,
likes
that's
someone
not
that's
it.
not pursuing
No.
the way.
Fuck
It's 2020. We joined the
that. No,
fluid.
fuck that.
What is being pussy?
Like just doing like pussy shit, like.
Is it because this person's
I wanna make
courting
sure we
you and
put
being
like
respectful?
Shout to the game, put like pussy shit.
Which
as
like
a little thing.
like is pussy shit being like I'm trying to respect you or like
pussy shit is disrespecting a female just because of your insecurities, or you or niggas bullying a female because of your insecurities, like that type shit, like niggas putting hands on their females. Why don't y'all speak?
Wait,
on
so
that?
you shouldn't even want to be involved with niggas like that.
Yeah,
though.
definitely. But I'm just saying, I'm not.
Some people,
I'm not at all. But what I'm saying is, why don't guys, friends, like, why don't y'all speak? Why don't y'all speak on
something
Oh,
that
I see where we're going. I see where
that's
we're
what
going.
I'm saying. Like,
I thought I was trying to take a left turn. You made a right turn.
Yeah, I see what you
She went to
No,
the topics. I was trying to get personal. I see where we're going. Okay, yeah.
But that's a good point
Yeah.
because I don't know if y'all saw Trey Songz's post. There's a guy that I've known about for years that was claiming to be Keith Sweat's son. And he allegedly raped a young lady. And Gwinnett, telling him he's going to put her on. And then I've heard a lot of these stories about this one guy. He would like offer to give gifts and stuff like that.
He did the Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, so now, and so there's a lot of that going on, especially in Atlanta and in this industry. But a lot of these niggas are so on and want to be like, bro, gang, you're not going to tell your homeboy you fucked up. If you have aggressive behavior, some people don't do that. Not saying you guys, because obviously y'all are in a different stature.
What I want to say before you all start this is also I want to say like.
No, I'm not gonna like run.
No. I know, but I'm saying because I know where we're going to.
Yes.
And I just want to say rest in peace to the young lady. Is it Toyin?
Yes.
Miss Olowu Toyin.
Yeah.
And the young lady from Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
She was here. She's an immigrant. She was here.
She's an activist for like Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. She got raped. She was talking about how she got sexually assaulted on camera.
Mm-hmm.
She was shown up missing a couple of days later. She still got to be found, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they found.
She found her. She was deceased.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I did hear about that.
So like, what y'all are kind of barking up that tree with what y'all talking about. Like,
it's just one of those topics. Like, I mean, obviously she came to smoke with it, but it's something that definitely is not a whole Me Too situation, but it happens more often than you think.
But what made me go to that is like kind of what Butter was saying is like when I watched that and I watched the videos of girls getting thrown in trash cans.
I saw that.
And I watched videos of girls getting hit with skateboards, getting trucked and shit. I look at it like as a black dude, like how do you look at that and like let that stand? Like
how do you let it happen?
Like I'm not telling you to say you okay for everyone, but like don't let that shit happen like around you. Like you should have a level of respect amongst you and your men's, your guys.
You have sisters, you have mothers, you have aunties, you have daughters, you have nieces, like.
And these are also the same dude to be like, "I'm gonna fuck about a bitch."
They listen to Future.
You know, like, I don't know, like, and
I don't.
I
No,
don't
that
know,
was the picture when he's happy, not when he's heartbroken.
and I just say that up and say, like, I feel like black guys, we do need to, like,
Protect
black women, like kind of what you were. I don't know if you were getting to that, but
no,
like,
but that's
No,
that was
definitely.
definitely.
Like-
That's how we do it.
That's the one bullshit to what she told me.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like when I see the show, I'm like, yo, you watch that chick get thrown in the trash can. That shit's an uncomfortable video, bro. Like,
It's so uncomfortable.
she's like, ha ha, I want the shit to be over. I can go home, get safe,
Right.
bro.
And
Like,
now that's
that
gonna
ain't cool,
be
dog.
your
Like,
face. And who knows what type of like mental trauma she could possibly get, receive from going viral as being that girl.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but us going to that topic about protecting the black woman, of course, there's definitely topics like, of course, Breonna Taylor.
yeah.
With everything that's going on, of course, Atlanta has been very productive and proactive, despite Mayor Keisha. And
Yeah, I mean that was just a personal thought.
Well, just to say that Atlanta.
I want to say that on the camera.
But Atlanta has been on the forefront as far as like getting shit done versus what a lot of cities are going.
Nigga said Wakanda. Oh, word, hold my beer, nigga.
Yes.
And I'll side note, that's another reason I was late because I was coming from like Grand Park and I was trying to cut through University, and I figured it was empty, but that intersection was protesters.
Oh right, crazy.
So I had to like go back around. Like they've been protesting there for like a week straight.
Yeah.
The Wendy's where Rashad Brooks was killed.
Yes. Yes. Is it weird? And of course you guys have been in Atlanta for a good deal. Would you say it's weird to experience that though? To see it on camera in Atlanta, it's one thing where you've seen it like George Floyd, unfortunately, or even like Philando Castile. You see these situations, but when it's in Atlanta at the Wendy's off University,
Nigga, I used to live there right down the street.
We did a podcast before.
Prior Road.
Bro, we could have walked.
Radio.
You know how many people brought Wendy's to my crib for that Wendy's? You know how many times I fell asleep in that Wendy's?
You know how many times I fallen asleep in a drive-thru though?
No, but for that specific Wendy's, when I heard, I knew what it was. That Wendy's takes forever. He'll be in there 45 minutes in line. And it's like, it's the only fast food area in that area. So everyone's there. It's just like, bro.
Well,
that's most unfortunate.
I definitely appreciate people still, protesting and putting the message out. Definitely still needs to be some justice for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
And, all those others. And, of course, these unfortunate cases with black people being found hung on trees. That blows my motherfucking mind.
It kind of said what I was talking about last week. Like,
yes,
we're trending towards a race war, man. It's like you have other people, Asian provocateurs, whatever you want to call them, they're inciting other things on that, like hanging black people. Because they know, like, after a certain amount, black people gonna be like, all right, nigga, let's pull up.
People in Atlanta shoot.
Bro.
I think that's another part about it.
And that's another reason why I'm like, yo, if you're a black person, you're on the fence, buy your weapon now. Because
legally.
Get you a weapon, get all your papers official legally. Because once niggas start taking them arms, it's going to make it a lot harder for niggas to get guns. I have a feeling.
Fucking right. I do want to talk about a lot of these companies that have been trying to, I guess, put their stance on the matter. As far as like supporting Black Lives Matter. Some that I found interesting.
I got my eyes on
specifically was Adidas. Which, whatever. The National Hockey League, that was one. Nike, where now Nike has a paid holiday in Target for Juneteenth. So their employees get paid. But Hennessy gave a big deal to the Black Lives Matter movement. So, because they know...
Nope. I can't fuck with Hennessy.
Not rolling.
You know why?
He's on that.
You know why I can't fuck with Hennessy? Because this was less than 3 years ago. Y'all niggas can't even get behind something that our culture was pushing.
Black owned.
If you couldn't push Henny Palooza, they want us a couple bottles of liquor, and these clearly was to us. And now it's like y'all just doing brand saving face.
I remember those.
I'm straight on that. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, Nike, I know what y'all corporate looks like. I know plenty of people that went to Oregon and left because they were like, we are not represented in Oregon. Like,
Drinks do say, shout out to Jason.
Or don't forget Adidas. Those niggas, you know what I mean, Adidas are supporting the Nazis. Don't get it twisted. Like,
right. At the end of the day, that was bro.
The third right.
That's gang.
Yeah. So like, at the end of the day, this is all cool, but like, just don't let just read deeper into the news. That's all I'll say. Right. Don't let the headlines don't think that that's it.
Well, so, on top of Juneteenth being made a holiday, which Target did, they also upped their minimum wage, what they're paid to $15 an hour, which that's something, of course, I think other companies still like at $7, $9, in Georgia.
That's crazy. Target employees should get paid more than $15 an hour.
That's so on the
The
top.
niggas be doing a lot of work.
You gotta basically be a professional wrestler with all the fucking stealing that niggas.
Them niggas be doing a lot of work at Target. And they ain't Walmart either. Target's a little different. Like, and then people ask you questions, they expect y'all to know all y'all shit.
But black people like going to Target.
Black women like going to Target.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna twist it. Women like Target more than anyone else.
That might be
Women is the reason why Target is where they are, yeah.
Which brings me to my next point about the whole idea of supporting black owned. So, before this pandemic, both pandemics, I feel as if
On a beer, I have this.
right now we need an opener. And you can throw an opener over me.
Nah, I'm real good. All right. So before the pandemic,
But before the pandemic, well, people were, but they weren't. And it's kind of like, I feel like you should have been on that train. And I definitely want your input on this, Butter, because, of course, being an entrepreneur, you were, doing cocktails, pulling up on people with the pre-made cocktails, and it's just like...
Strong ass shits.
It did its job. Did you get
one
it?
and done? That's all you need.
Shits is good.
But I wanted, your take on that as far as like, supporting black owned, and do you feel like people just saying it or words just saying it? Do you really feel like?
I feel like right now people are just saying it. I don't feel like the black community has really gotten there yet to where they're about to be like, all right, this is a black business. I need to shop here instead of shopping at Gucci or Louis V or anywhere else. I feel like for right now, since everybody's on this Black Lives Matter wave and everybody's angry for the moment, that's what's going on. But I feel like once this is over with, if it's over with, it's a lot of shit going on right now. But that they're just gonna go right back to it, because not only that's already their mindset, but this is what the rappers are rapping about, and this is what the kids are listening to. I mean, it's just what it is right now.
I kind of feel you, because we talked about this before. Because I feel like we all want to support each other, but there's sometimes if like a non-black person makes something just as good for a little bit cheaper, we're gonna go somewhere, and I think once we get over that, they're like, we're gonna have to pay 75 cents more, we'll pay $1 more. $7 ain't as cheap as Kroger.
I think people are like pushing.
Yeah. That shit's expensive though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna spend $20 on 3 things or $7.
But there's a lot of power in like the black dollar.
Yeah,
that people
we have the most power in the
They
United
don't know
States.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the fact that they don't know that, because everybody knows that.
Right.
It's just like something that's known. I just
the
think
white
that
people know it.
I just think that they're acting like they don't know it.
Yeah.
Because they know, they know what's going on, but they rather, of course, like a lot of us be, not.
I have a theory.
Nah, my thing is if we be honest, it's just Amazon easier.
I was about to say, I have a theory that like
easier
we
to
just
get off Amazon.
black people don't have the traditional infrastructure and the assets, the things to make a lot of things happen as quickly as we would want.
Yeah.
So a lot of us don't have the patience to sit and wait for the growth of that company and said company. So like, of course, we're gonna shop at Amazon and things like that. But like, to answer your question, I've also since quarantine, since all this bullshit, I've actually tried to shop at black. I bought black owned coffee. I bought like Noah's part black owned. Like things like that. Like I try to fuck with black owned companies now consciously.
Yeah.
Before I didn't, because I was like whatever. But now I look at it like, yo, we really got to support each other, because and this all we got.
I just feel like we've always been a topic. We've always been them people. Like I don't understand. Like why does it take this for y'all to support or act like you guys are trying to support? We've always been the topic.
No.
I mean, it ain't support. It's tolerance.
I mean, tolerance too,
because they only throwing us bones because niggas acting up. They want
like
shit to go.
They want
shit to go back to being chill. They want people to go back to being home.
Come buy this Gucci. It's okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot
of. Shout out to y'all in New York. Y'all gonna have a borough. In each borough, it's gonna be a Black Lives Matter street. Is that nice? Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. How do you feel about de Blasio? I don't know.
I don't give a fuck about no street. Give me my fucking rights.
You want your reparations?
Yeah.
The one thing I think
not even my reparations. Give me my rights.
I think the cooler bit of news that came out of New York this past week was that I think it was over 600 plainclothes cops have been disbanded in New York City.
Yeah, I heard the law. There's no more plainclothes.
Like you could speak to that. I wasn't in New York at that time. I know a lot of homies that were getting yammed up by plainclothes, niggas in Emmitt Smith jerseys and shit.
I'm hopping the turnstile from here to fucking the rest of my life. I'm never paying for MPs.
Because that's the niggas at the train station in the plainclothes. You know how many people I know got yammed up in the train station? We just went real New York. I'm sorry, Butter. She's just like,
y'all are fine.
But yeah, but you know what I'm saying though? Like, you know how many people like just smoking weed on your block, just getting yammed up, just hanging out on a summer day.
Walking down the back streets, just copped a pack.
Yep.
Fucking Toyota Camry rolling up on you. If there's no more of that, it's lit.
I think it's cool. I would like them to do more. De Blasio, you ain't fooled me, nigga. I knew you used your black family as your running tool. But I also would like to see Juneteenth be more enforced nationally.
Yeah.
More other large corporations, specifically in the city of Atlanta. I'm shocked Atlanta hasn't like led the wave on that.
I would also like to see July 4th not to be fucked with. Don't fuck with it.
We're gonna see this definitely this year.
I'm trying to go to
But
Mexico.
I will say there is actually a festival that's usually held in like Southwest Atlanta, Western area, Juneteenth festival every year.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to like several.
See, we need that, man.
But it was just never like, of course, when put on the radio for real or like, just people went woke, whatever. You know what? It's crazy. Speaking of like shows, do y'all like the show Cops? Did y'all like the show Cops?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought it was funny. Then I got older and realized what it was. I was like, I'm straight.
Well, Cops canceled after 32 seasons. Amid all the
great.
shit, they said you're done. Live PD as well, done.
To be fair, our cops were really just white people acting up.
Bad boys.
There was no real black people.
It's
Yeah,
the theme song.
It was fake black people.
The
That was
theme
funny
song.
shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like real policing in the hood. It's like, yo, you got a crocodile in your house. Yo, this man got a tiger in his living room. It's some shit like that.
It was
Like,
some whack shit. It wasn't like it wasn't.
It was just
NYPD,
retarded.
LAPD,
It was
Yeah.
just
some real
entertainment.
niggas.
That was it, because it was so stupid.
They wasn't catching niggas on the block. They was catching random niggas.
this man's
Like,
python.
where did you find this guy?
Bakar
at?
was
Like,
hilarious though.
Nah,
No,
Big
That was
Bakar was
crazy.
fun.
Yeah.
Cops was hilarious.
We need to bring
All
shows
that
like
fucking
that, bro.
crystal meth with the white people. That shit was
Yo.
hilarious.
They was like, "Oh, you're not high? What's this?"
And they'd be like, that ain't mine. You'd be like,
That's not
bruh.
mine. It was
I just
left
put out your
there.
body. The camera's like right here. Whoever the cameraman on Cops is crazy. That's not body cams, so it's like whatever.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure on that being gone. I'm happy for this shit though.
Yeah, and
It
I was
is.
gonna ask a question after that. So brands pretend they just learned Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's are racist, but I want to ask you guys. You know, we're learning about a lot of companies that are like, yeah, but listen.
You ever looked at the imagery of Uncle Ben?
Have you looked at
Well,
Aunt Jemima looks like fucking
I said okay.
Bamboozle.
Mammy and Pappy. Okay, I get
She
it.
looks like Bam. You see Bamboozle?
But can we not say, just as growing up in our culture, there's certain brands we're used to? Can you honestly say that there are some brands and some food places that now that you know what they don't support or what they do support, you're like, damn, I gotta stop.
Fuck
Be
Chick-fil-A.
real.
Stop eating Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, they've been letting y'all know what it was.
Yo, when I see
What are you
black
canceling,
niggas
black
eat
people? What are you
Chick-fil-A.
canceling?
Chick-fil-A is the most
Yeah,
overrated
Chick-fil-A.
fast food, by the way.
Nah, Chick-fil-A
Are we
OD.
canceling? Are
It's
y'all
overrated.
canceling
Overrated.
Chick-fil-A?
You know what?
I never was
Sorry.
the biggest fan of it. I think the chicken biscuits are cool, but that's about it.
And they
That's all they got.
support the ops.
Apparently,
like
I
the
shouldn't be
spicy
supporting
sauce.
Taco Bell, but I'm fucking.
And another thing I
Taco
can't
Bell,
fuck with Chick-fil-A,
so-
like I couldn't walk to Chick-fil-A right now and get a job if I wanted to.
Taco Bell's so good.
Like none of us can walk into Chick-fil-A right now and get a job if we wanted to. They gonna look through your whole family shit and be like, oh, your dad he used to have a little drinking problem back in the day, so we can't hire you. And Chick-fil-A really gives it up like that.
Damn, that's fucked up.
They're real, like they'll really get deep into you. Like you have to be a squeaky clean individual to work for Chick-fil-A.
I could tell
Fuck the
because they
fucking
be
feds.
looking like
Fuck outta here.
squeaky clean.
Even the
Here's
black
your
people,
They
motherfucker.
give
even the
them
black people are like,
Like
Yeah.
I would be squeaky clean too.
Yeah.
it's on
Like,
some like, not even some like vices.
Fucking nerds. Get out of here.
whatever.
I'm gonna just say that my first job was
fucking
McDonald's.
nerd.
So
One thing I was
See how
gonna
that
say
went.
because like
Yeah.
that made me think about like other like racist brands wanting to change,
Yeah.
but also made me think about other things I wanted to talk about because before we wrap up, and
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of other minority groups that feel wronged by the system are jumping on Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
and in turn, it's kind of like
It's a marketing
tainting.
scheme now.
It's tainting the imagery of like what it really is. All right, women, I get if you may have been sexually assaulted, or I forget that you may have been transgender or whatever. Don't try and make it about you right now. It's about black people right now. Because I hear people talking about what about transgender? What about women? I'm like, you right? Get in line though, nigga. We got a lot of. We've been waiting in line for how many centuries, nigga.
This is our time.
So like, don't try and like mask that shit with like, oh, the Redskins need to change their name. Like, yeah, they do, but niggas need to get taken care of first in the States. Right. And I feel like that's something that I've been noticing in the media. Like, people have been trying to like blanket Black Lives Matter with a lot of other shit that kind of like makes it lose credibility. Yeah. And I don't want people to like fall for that shit, man. Like, okay, keep y'all's eye on the fucking prize. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, crazy. And on that note,
I'm sorry.
No. It's cool because I wanted to switch it to some other things that people still been putting out. Despite everything, music is slowly starting to creep out. And J. Cole just put out "Snow on the Bluff."
Oh, I know you fucking lying.
Yeah,
last night, 2 days ago.
Project. Black apparently put out a project, a 6-piece Hot Wings, he calls it. Let's see who else. But just speaking on the music that we have been receiving, do you guys have any like favorites so far? I mean, 2020's been crazy, but music keeps us obviously united. Y'all like that, didn't you?
Me and Lil Dougie, something.
Shout to Lil Baby.
I don't like that bitch. Yo, I love that little nigga, ignorant nigga, man. I love ignorant rap, man. Before I go rock like Jock, fuck that dog like Vic.
Hey, I love that shit.
That nigga Dougie, man. He's the hardest young nigga out right now. Him and Lil Baby. I'm the biggest Lil Baby head. Lil Baby, 42 Dugg.
Anything else you want to say?
Freddie Gibbs.
Okay.
I've been listening to that bunch of random shit. I feel like Anthony more music man of the group.
My nigga La Marina, BSF. I sent it to you. You ain't listening to it. Okay. I didn't send it to you.
Like he sent me no. Here's the thing. He sent me something that said La Marina, right? And I'm thinking like, this nigga pandering to my like reggaeton love, and I thought it was some like Anuel shit, like some reggaeton.
That's good rap.
Okay.
Crazy.
What about you, Shakira? So I feel like you got an opportunity to listen to a lot of music in your day to day.
Yes, just for like inspiration
and work and stuff like that.
I for some reason when I go through different phases in my life, and my sister actually called us out the other day, I listen to Kehlani, and Kehlani just put out that dope ass. That's a dope ass project. And just
have you listened to it yet? I'm just asking another guy because I have to listen to it. I'm keeping it real with you.
Kehlani should fight and
Tiana Taylor's is about to drop.
Tiana came. Oh, she's about to. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like this whole like Grace Jones vibe. Like
I fuck with that. I like ultra artistic.
And congratulations to her, they're on baby number 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Shout out social media. Iman said wet.
I ain't even mad at that, man.
Wet. Let's talk about some shows, some movies. I mean, Netflix has definitely been, getting their bucks worth. Anything y'all been watching? Anything new too?
I'm not gonna bore y'all with what I've been watching, man. Let's talk about this show. I feel like everyone's been talking about.
Insecure.
That's the one, man.
Yeah, catch us up. Look, she too much.
I don't watch that show.
Do you choose not to watch it, or you just?
I just don't watch because I really don't watch TV anyway.
Oh, fair.
Well, let's talk about a theme. You and said gentleman you were talking about earlier being pussy. Say y'all get back together, right? But he comes back to you with a whole situation, some baggage. He's like, in our time apart, I'm saying, I bust something down, and I mean, I got a young little jit coming with me.
Yeah, it's legit.
How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, I'm not getting back with him, so I don't give a fuck what he does.
Do
what you want, bro.
Okay, now say theoretically, if it's like, yo, man, our timing wasn't right, you were the one. We just didn't stick up in time. You know what I'm saying? Our moon phases, our sunrises aligned. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you read me. You sold me Whoopi Call Milk and Honey. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, she's a city girl. She's off.
Man. Thank you.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so you can bust down what you want, bro.
That was a big theme of this episode. Like, basically, if you haven't known, like, Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? Gets his second joint.
You gotta get your moment, I guess.
He got the check though. He got the new job.
Right.
He's going to the Bay. He's about to be a tech nigga, literally. And, yeah, man. If he can afford it, do it, bro. I feel like Future, man. If you can afford them.
No, if Future.
Are you recording this one? I'm recording that. This one's about to be fire. If you're recording this one, so I mean, like, I feel like Future, because I mean, like, if he can, I know Future got off at $1,000 to his baby mama.
She said no. She not
that shit was
shit.
funny.
Like, let's really talk about it though.
Future is funny.
I love the
Why do you need more than $1,000 for an infant child?
Come back up.
A month.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What do you need more than $1,000 for?
A month.
For the child only.
A month.
For what though?
For what?
I need
I mean,
an
I
expense
got kids,
report.
so
I need an
can't
expense
say, I don't
report.
know.
What do you spend $1,000 for now on Alex for? He's gonna be fresh as fuck.
The iciest nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas eating chicken fingers and shit at that age. Niggas ain't eating real food like that.
My son wants chicken nuggets every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Like,
You get what I'm saying? Like $1,000.
I feel like it's the simple fact of it's Future, and she knows how much the nigga makes.
What does that mean?
So I mean, it doesn't mean anything. That's the thing. But to her, it means everything.
I get that, but as a guy, like, what does that mean? Though? Like, just because he makes a certain amount of money, like, you're entitled to this?
I mean, there are women that
Because they feel like I have your kid.
Yeah.
This is you. So you need to be taking care of you, which you're a part of, the same way you're being taken care of.
So,
I'm a part of your collection. Future.
Right.
He's taking care of it. He's gonna give him.
That's how they feel. I don't agree with that.
He's gonna give you $1,000 more than that child. Say if you doing daycare, that's $300 a month. That's $400 a month. Then you say $300 on groceries. You ain't spending $1,000 on a child. How old's the kid? You know?
I mean, but women like that. Women like that be wanting bill money, car money, shopping.
So
money.
so let's talk about it now.
They want their lifestyle.
So let's really talk about it. So this isn't about the child anymore.
No, it's definitely not. But
so
we all know
let's
that.
call a spade a spade. So let's just call a spade a spade then.
But that
you say it.
You're right.
No. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
I mean, no.
because I feel like, I'm not in a situation, but like, you know what I mean? Like, let's call it what it is, bro. Like,
Because I had your baby money.
yeah, like, nah, nigga, you lit now. I feel entitled to this. Let's just and I feel like guys would have less qualms with paying it if y'all just kept it real. Like, as part of the ego, like, just say it. You just want my money because I got more money. Be like, no, it's your child. Lifestyle.
And the double standards, right?
No, yes. You're absolutely right.
That's y'all fulfilling that double standard. Just because he has money, but if he was
you're saying women, like, not us.
If he was the nigga from TSA, to Issa and you ain't gonna be pressing him for $1,000. You know he ain't got it.
But it's something that he provides that makes me want to fuck with him. But again, I don't have it.
First of all, I don't agree with child support at all. I have a daughter. She's 9. I don't ask her father for anything. She loves her father to death. You know, when I was younger, at one point in time, I thought about it, because I was like, the fuck is he doing, But then I'm just like, my mom, helped me with this too. She was just like, you don't ever want to put, a black man in the system, period, because, you don't know if, he is going to be able to pay it. At that time, he also had shit going on as well. So it's just like, regardless, Jayla's taken care of. Regardless, my daughter's taken care of. So I just don't agree with the child support because it's like you're involving the government, you're involving cops, you're involving court systems.
But Butter, the thing about it is you're speaking from a logical mindset. A lot of times when cops get third parties get involved, it's from spite.
You're right about that.
It's all spite.
You're right. But
this nigga thinks he can treat me like this and go off and treat the next bitch better.
I'm gonna make his life miserable.
What you want, baby?
I'm gonna ruin his life.
You do that. You treat her.
I'm gonna make his life
Fuck
hard.
her good. Feed her good.
I don't give a fuck. Queens, man. Period.
I don't know. I'm just trying to. I'm caping for men right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you know what? I mean, she can bash
alone.
Yeah, she can bash the black man.
What?
Malice.
Oh yeah. That too. That part.
Yeah, man.
That's all I got. We covered the books.
Yeah, what else I was talking about? I got some shit I could. I don't know. 42 Doug, voted one of these Dave. Oh, y'all watched the Dave Chappell special?
I didn't watch it.
Oh my gosh!
We
had the special?
Yes.
Yeah.
He keeps proving time and time
He
again
needs
why he is the best comedian ever.
The best thing about it is like when you watch it the first time,
where is it at?
it's on YouTube.
Dead or Alive?
No fucking
It's
way.
free on
I'm
YouTube.
about to go watch that.
The best thing is like when you watch it, it's not like when you first watch it, like, this ain't gonna tell any jokes, but the more you listen to it, it's like he's dropping jokes in there.
Oh no!
But it's like it's real shit that he's talking about. Like
it's fire. When the joke when he was talking to the people about going home, he was like, "Oh, the interracial couple," and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm about to go home silent," and he was like, "No, I'm just kidding. Enjoy your protest. No, I'm just kidding."
Yeah.
That's a joke.
That's a funny. That's real.
Like,
now, because it's real.
Yeah.
Right now, because all the interracial couples looking at each other like,
yo.
Oh yes.
These black dudes looking at their white girls like, yo, you know how many niggas looking at me crazy? You're now. I've been always looking crazy. Like, how do I now? Yo, babe, you need to chill out with the all lives matter talk.
I don't understand how black niggas is touching Becky's right now.
I mean, that or you could be like, you know, Serena's husband that stepped down from his whole
man. That
situation.
Nigga don't impress me. Nigga, that's a billionaire already or whatever. You rich, you can do shit like that. You'll be alright. But yeah, it was cool. I think we need to hear it. I think white people need to get uncomfortable, hear shit like that.
Yeah.
Sure. I've definitely taken a stance myself of like, I'm not gonna be like Paul Mooney, but I'm here to make white people uncomfortable because like, my whole life, 32 years, I've tried to not make white people uncomfortable. And I feel like this is the first time where it's okay to make white people uncomfortable. And let the niggas just try and feel like a little bit how we feel, you know?
Feel that pressure.
You know, like, we need to start profiling white people. You know, they'd be like, can you help with something? We need to start hitting white people with shit like that.
Right.
Okay.
But we fucking up the money, and this is the first time that we actually get laws and shit and whatever, like a little bit of change.
Yeah. Do you think that change is gonna be official though? Like,
I say we got to keep the momentum going.
Like the police, what we really need, like I've been wanting to speak out because I've been wanting to do research. Like, what we really need as black people, we need to restructure the police system, not defund the police because we still want police. Because when a nigga runs in your crib, you don't want the cops to come. Mm. We want the police to be around, but we need to restructure it. Okay. Street cops don't need to have lethal force. Mm. It needs to be a call away. It needs to be a walkie-talkie away. Then lethal force comes. But like when you get pulled over, he doesn't need to have a cop. He doesn't have a gun. He needs to have a taser and a baton. And like you start restructuring shit like that, how they police themselves. Like that's when you start seeing changes. You know, like.
But in order to do that, you got to get rid of the racists.
And how do you?
Oh, I know. It's a stage by stage thing, but like, cause like my thing is now like, all right, we got the attention of people. Like, we got the ears of people. Like, what are we gonna do with it now? Like, what do we want to implement to change? Like instead of just burning shit and tearing shit up, like, what do we want to get with this microphone? You know?
Yeah.
Because this people versus police shit it's a very simple concept.
Yeah.
You stay on the street and you watch the streets, and if something happens to me, I call you, and then you come, and then you take care of me because I pay you when I file my taxes.
Bro.
But other than that, you just stay on the street and you watch the streets.
It's a simple concept.
That's all you have to fucking do.
Simple concept.
You feel me? Like, it's not some complex thing that everybody tries to make it out
to be. But the thing is, it's only complex because people that they hire have a lot of people have hidden agendas.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. And a lot of them that they hire are cowards. So they really don't know how to handle themselves and when pressure is up against them. So
I know for me, one of the last things I want to say is like I've saw stats of other countries and cities that changed their policing where they fire people and had set higher standards where like you have to have a 4-year degree or you have to do a certain amount of hours to get on the street with a lethal weapon, and like they've seen a significant drop in like lethal crimes and things like that. And I think we need to start having that conversation in the States, man. Like it shouldn't be a couple week system and you're in the academy, you get a gun and you're on the street. But you need to know how to de-escalate. Like I don't know if y'all have military, but I don't know anyone in the military, but people in the military like they're known to like de-escalate shit. They're like,
oh yeah,
you're going to a hostile environment, you got to know how to de-escalate first. Like cops should be trained like that. Instead of just taking.
But they are with other people. They just aren't.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just what's up. What's up?
I forgot what we're doing.
No. Yeah, we got a little heavy, but I feel like we still need to talk about, man. You know,
I feel it. I definitely feel it. I mean, it's definitely our just doing our due diligence to on this platform to discuss these things. So we're setting the tone. Of course, I always want to shout out to India's media.
Always.
For putting this out.
Get pedal away.
Butter Woah for coming through.
You got a favorite stripper, Woah? I mean, Butter?
Stripper Woah. People call me Woah too. I actually used to have a favorite stripper in Diamond Club. Her name was Itty. It was either Itty or Itty Bitty. She was like really short, light, bright. You know, she had dimples, you know, fat. But I fell in love with her because I don't know if y'all know that song Realize by Nicki Minaj and 2 Chainz, I think. I was high as hell, and that song came on, and she worked the fuck out of that pole to that song, and she just became my favorite stripper.
Oh, so you into like acrobatics and shit like
yeah,
that?
I love it. Like,
I don't want to see the lazy twerks.
Like if you can work the pole, like you doing tricks, like you going to the top. Love it. And she like she did that to Realize. I think she like DJs or something now. She doesn't like dancing around things.
Shout out to Most Muscles.
Yeah, any other questions?
No, I'm baked. I'm lit. I was wondering if he's gonna say the camera's gonna reset.
No, I reset. Yeah. That's what I was like when I brought up the fucking I was like, y'all got this? You got this shit? So I already saw reset. So yeah, man. Appreciate you coming through, Butter.
Always.
Definitely was an interesting talk. You know,
I had a great time.
I appreciate you coming.
I'll come back. Let me know because I got a lot of shit to say.
Oh, we know.
You bring some cocktails.
We could tell.
I'll bring some drinks. Yes. And some edibles. I'll bring some edibles.
Yes.
Some little bit.
Next time, no, what's up?
Tory Lanez.
Oh, he got the soft voice on you right now. Yeah, man. But appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Everybody, protect Black women.
Yes.
Make sure you're doing the right thing.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Respect yourself. And yeah, man, be safe. That's all I got to say.
Tell these Karens, fuck you.
Later.
Beat the ass after you record them.
That was great, guys.
Just take